It's time for spelling analysis. And once again, we are going to be practicing our rule, double the last consonant when adding a vowel suffix to words ending in one vowel followed by one consonant. All right, are you ready? The first word is biggest. That is the biggest ice cream cone I have ever seen. Biggest. Go ahead and say biggest. Good. Now, how many syllables in biggest? Two. Very good. We will say to spell big guest. What will we say to spell? Big guest. All right. Now, help me to sound it out. The first syllable is big. B-I-G. The second syllable is guest. Let's sound it out. G-E-S-T. Go ahead and write big guest. Sound it out as you're writing it. Good. Now help me write it. All right, let's sound it out. The first syllable is big. B-I-G. The second syllable is guest. G-E-S-T. And is there anything to mark in this word? There's not. Let's read it. B-I-G-G-E-S-T. Biggest. Look at that. You're writing some really big words like biggest. Now, what happens if we cover up this syllable? What word do we have? We have the word big. Notice big ends in one vowel followed by one consonant. And we're adding the suffix est, which starts with a vowel. So we'll double the G. We'll double the consonants to get biggest. The next word is hottest. Last summer was one of the hottest summers ever. Hottest. Go ahead and say hottest. How many syllables in hottest? Two. You will say to spell hot test. Got it? What will you say to spell? Hot test. All right, let's sound it out. The first syllable is hot. H-A-T. The second syllable is test. T-E-S-T. Go ahead and write hot test. I love how you're sounding it out. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is hot. H-A-T. The second syllable is test. T-E-S-T. All right, let's read it together. H-A-T-E-S-T. Hottest. Now what happens if we cover up the syllable? What word do we have? We have the word hot. Now, why did we double the T's? You're right. Hot ends in one vowel followed by one consonant, and we were adding the suffix est, so we'll double the T to make hottest. The next word is home. I love to go home. Home. Go ahead and say home. Let's sound it out together. O-M. Silent final E. Very good. Go ahead and write home. And now help me to write it. O-M. Silent final E. Excellent. How will we mark home? You're right. We'll put a line over the O because it's saying it's long sound. And we'll double underline the silent final E. Why do we have a silent final E in home? The vowel says it's long sound because of the E. Let's sound it out. O-M. Home. The next word is pointing. I am pointing at you. Pointing. Let's say pointing together. Pointing. How many syllables in pointing? Two. All right. We will say to spell pointing. All right? Pointing. Let's sound it out. Oi, two-letter oi that you may not use at the end of English words. N, t. The second syllable is ing. I, ng. All right, go ahead and write point, ing. I love how you're sounding it out. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is point. P, oi, n, t. The second syllable is ing. I, ng. How will we mark it? You're right, we'll underline the oi. Did you use the right one? This is oi that you may not use at the end of English words. And then we'll underline the ng. Let's read it. P, oi, n, t, I, ng. Pointing. Well, I have a question. Why didn't we double the T in pointing? We added a vowel suffix. Can you see why? You're right. Point doesn't end in one consonant and one vowel. Here we have a two-letter vowel and we even have two consonants. So we don't double it because it doesn't follow the rule. The next word is hearing. I am hearing you very well today. Hearing. Let's say hearing together. Hearing. Very good. How many syllables in hearing? Two. Very good. We will say to spell hear, ing. Got it? Hear, ing. All right, let's sound out the first syllable, hear. E, use an E at A, Second syllable is ing. I, ng. Go ahead and write hear, ing. Very good. Help me to write it. The first syllable is hear. E, The second syllable is ing. I, ng. How will we mark it? You're right, we'll underline the E. What sound of E at A is in hearing? You're right, it's the first sound. And we'll underline the ng. Let's sound it out. E, I, ng. Hearing. Now I'm going to say the rule and I want you to see if you can figure out why we didn't double the R. Double the last consonant when adding a vowel suffix to words ending in one vowel followed by one consonant. Where did it not work? You're right, we don't have one vowel here. We have a multi-letter vowel. And so when we have a multi-letter vowel, we don't double the consonant at the end. So we just left one R here to make hearing. Look at how much you're learning. This is so great. You should go home and explain some of these words to your mom and dad. Why did you double the G in biggest, but why didn't you double the T in pointing? You might be able to teach them something new.
Combining the science of reading with the joy of learning. Learn more at foundations.logicoфenglish.com.